Hey guys, King Kanji here, and this time I'm here with a new kind of video where I'm going to be addressing certain questions that have been arisen in the Dragon Ball community. These questions may have already been answered by other Dragon Ball YouTubers, but for the sake of it, I'm just going to say I don't think I have seen this one addressed on YouTube before, and I have seen it crop up in an awful lot of comments on YouTube videos, so I'm going to try and solve this for you. Now the question I'm going to be tackling today is, does King Kai know instant transmission? That has been a debate among many fans for a very long time after a scene in Dragon Ball Z where Goku searches for a new Guardian and stops off at King Kai's planet to try and find new Namek. Now, but a lot of people in general have taken that scene from the Funimation dub as gospel, and they're like, oh, he says he knows it, he must know it, and he does it in the episode. A couple things, that episode is filler. There's a lot of filler that has been weeded into that. Also, the Funimation dub is just not reliable. When they dubbed the series originally, they were working from very, very loosely translated stuff, and for the most part they made up a lot of the stuff that they saw, so it doesn't really fit in. They make an awful lot of plot holes with this stuff, and seriously, if you guys want to watch Dragon Ball and get the true sort of feel out of Dragon Ball, you need to watch it in Japanese with subtitles. And I know a lot of you hate subtitles, but you need to do it. It's just, if you want to truly get the story for Dragon Ball Z, you need to do that. But anyway, I digress. Bearing in mind, we never actually see King Kai perform this technique in all but one filler clip in the animation of Dragon Ball Z. He doesn't do it in the manga, it just does it in the anime. And the fact that it alludes to such plot holes as why King Kai didn't teleport Goku to Earth, why he didn't teleport him to Namek, and why he didn't collect him, why he didn't teleport Cell away from his planet before he blew up, and why he didn't opt in to help take Dende or Kibito Shin to Goku during the Genki Dama Spirit Bomb struggle at the end. And that's only the tip of the plot hole iceberg. There are so many other things that this could arise just by the idea of him knowing the technique. It's okay him knowing of it, but actually learning and knowing the technique himself it just doesn't fit into the story at all. However, as I'm saying this, I have to admit I am getting a pretty mark out moment where I'm thinking about where Goku was trying to take Buu down with the Spirit Bomb at the end, and King Kai just sort of teleports beside him, and together they make a big Spirit Bomb and they struggle together to try and take Buu out. I think that would be awesome to see a student and a master working together in that. I mean, let's be honest, those sort of things have been done in Dragon Ball before, but King Kai never really gets a chance to shine in any of Dragon Ball, aside from telling jokes. So, I think it'd be quite cool to have seen that. I would have marked out for that shit. But anyway, to answer this question, we have to analyse the source materials. But while searching for a new Guardian of Earth, since Piccolo and Kami had merged back together, demonstrating his new teleportation technique, Goku turns up on Kaiosama's planet and surprises him. In episode 157, Seek Out Kami-sama, Goku's great instantaneous movement, or in the Funimation dub it's entitled A New Guardian, a bit simpler. Goku begins seeking out new Namek, and whilst trying to locate their planet, King Kai messes around distracting Goku in the background, trying to piss him off. What a guy! That's an annoying noise. That's also an annoying noise. Anyway, in the Funimation dub, King Kai says, "Instant transmission, that's one of my favourite techniques. I could have taught you that, but you know, you never asked," whilst vanishing and reappearing behind Goku's back. It's worth noting that he doesn't actually do any of the vanishing, or, as the Funimation dub alludes, he doesn't do instant transmission in the manga. He only stands there, and if you take the manga as the official canon of Dragon Ball, King Kai has been seen to be stood behind Goku, looking rather surprised, and all he states in the Viz translation is, "Wow, teleportation! When did you learn that? I'll bet the Yardrats taught you. It's awfully convenient, isn't it?" And the Japanese dub, it's virtually identical to that. And in Extreme Butoden on the 3DS, all he says is, "Kaio, Kaio, Kaio," and then you both fall over. But you can hear more about that if you go and watch my 3DS Extreme Butoden review. Anyway. The filler animation added King Kai vanishing behind Goku, and the dialogue by Funimation may have just been assumed context, as I mentioned earlier, whereas in reality it could have just been them animating him moving quickly, only kind of slightly confusing the situation. And to be honest, Toei Animation they have been known to have complicated certain situations in the past with that sort of stuff. All this considered, to me, there really is no debate on the subject. It just creates far too many plot holes. But on the other hand, the big baby blue shit could just be lazy and he didn't want to teach Goku it and he didn't want to move from his planet. I mean, to be honest, if you're a Kaiosama or if you're a king, you probably, I mean, he's pretty humble as he is. There's got to be something negative about him. Maybe it's just because he's lazy. Maybe that's why he makes everyone chase bubbles and try and hit Gregory with a hammer. And to everyone out there that blames Toriyama's memory for writing that, it has very little, if nothing, to do with Toriyama's writing, whereas many believe that that may be the case. As I say, in the manga, he doesn't do it. It's just edited into the animation. It's simply one of the many reasons why the Japanese dub is just the best way to watch Dragon Ball, and why early Funimation dubs just should not be referenced with debates on whether something actually happens in a certain way. I don't really like the canon debates, but to be perfectly honest with you, I know an awful lot of people out there do, and they really want to have a definitive answer for all of what is canon, what isn't canon. It doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you sit there and you enjoy what you're watching, I mean, to be honest, you can see some of the stuff that I've added in Dragon Ball Kai, and you can see some of the stuff that was taken out of Kai. It doesn't make it any less enjoyable as long as you like. I mean, some people really like the filler in Dragon Ball Z, and some people don't want to see it taken out of Kai. It's what you make of it. An awful lot of the stuff. I mean, if you like a movie, and I mean, BoJack, to be honest, the BoJack Unbound movie could realistically be taken as canon if you were to put it in terms of possibility to happen. Like, you know, the timing of it is right, and all the characters that should be there are there, and the ones that Vegeta doesn't want to fight because of Goku passing away, Goku's not there. It's the only one, to me, besides Wrath of the Dragon, that could really be fit in. That's not including the Bardock special and the Trunks special, because they're, again, specials, they're not movies. But with that kind of thing, I mean, if you want to include them in your canon, then you can do. It's just, you've just got to take it for what it is, and you've just got to enjoy it for what it is. People should just stop mentioning whether things are canon or not. Well, thank you for watching that, guys. Sorry I rambled on a bit, but there's a few things that need to be addressed in these kind of videos. But please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content in the future, and thanks for joining me on the video. Cheers, guys!